And welcome back to my Let's Play of Pokemon Scarlet. Might help if I actually had the controller in my hand, maybe. But hey, we are on the 5th level of classes. You'd like biology with Mr. Jacques? Yes, back to fun voices, because the first half has all the fun voices I can do. As bad as they are, as good bad as they are. Or awesomely bad, one of the three. One of the four, something else. Hello. I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. But before we get going, do you all remember the final question from our midterm exam? Well, Director Clavel found out about it somehow and I got yelled at. Whoops! Apparently he could tell I was hiding something just by looking at me. He must have noticed all the color flash right out of my face. Haha! Speaking of color, today I'd like to teach you about colors as they pertain to Pokemon. Some Pokemon have slightly different coloration or patterning on their bodies based on their gender or individual differences. In very rare cases, a Pokemon may have wildly different coloration compared to the others of the same species. We call these specimens shiny Pokemon. It is quite rare to cross paths with one. Does anyone here know what the likelihood of finding a shiny Pokemon is? Regular, I believe it's 1 in 4,000? Wow, that's right. You have the makings of a Pokemon Professor, Luca. Shiny Pokemon appear at the rate of 1 in 4,000. Isn't that amazing? The probability of encountering one in the wild is the same as hatching one from an egg tool. Eggs from a pair of Pokemon raised around different languages are a special case. There's a higher than average chance that a shiny Pokemon will hatch from these eggs, but we haven't been able to figure out why that is just yet. I've also heard rumors of a charm that increases the likelihood of finding shiny Pokemon when you have it in your bag. Can you believe that? This claim can't be scientifically verified, but it would sure be fun if it were true. Whoops, there's the bell. That's all for today. Thank you for your attention. Alright. Got done with him pretty quick. Oh, really? That was... Good morning. Yeah, good morning. So, yep, it goes up to 6 so far. You'd like math? Yes, I will. So it goes up to 6 at the very least. We'll find out in a couple episodes if it goes to the finals after that, which I hope it does. And that should be the end of our schooling, I hope. Hello everyone, let's have a fun class today. Did you make sure to review last class's material in order to stay sharp? I know it was a little difficult with all that talk of multiplication and percentages and the like, but today we'll be talking about percentages again to learn about probability. That may sound like we're going to have another difficult class, but did y'all know that all of you have already deal with the probability on a regular basis? Pokemon moves generally have a property called accuracy, which determines the probability that they will hit. The accuracy of tackle is 100 or 100%, so if you were to use tackle 100 times, you could expect it to hit all 100 times. The move Hypnosis, which puts opponents to sleep, has an accuracy of 60 or 60%, which means you can expect it to hit 60 times in 100 uses. To put another way, out of 100 uses, you can expect it to miss 40 times. Many of the truly powerful moves often tend to have lower accuracy, so when you decide whether to go slow and steady with moves that are sure to hit, or hard and fast with stronger but less accurate moves, you're already studying probability. Let me see here, perhaps Surf and Hydro Pump would be good examples of this discussion. Surf has a power of 90, its accuracy is 100, meaning you can expect it to hit every time. Hydro Pump's accuracy is only 80, but when it hits, its power is 110. So between Surf and Hydro Pump, which move would you want to use yourselves? I would say it depends on the situation. Oh my, I see you're always considering various possibilities, Luca. I may have made it sound like there was a correct answer here, but there's not. You're free to use any moves you wish. Factors like PP or number of targets hit may make some moves more suited to certain situations. However, trading accuracy for power or vice versa is purely a matter of preference. The Surf versus Hydro Pump debate has been ongoing for quite some time. Personally, I'm more invested in debating the rock-type moves like Rock Slide and Stone Edge. Let me tell you, I could get really worked up talking about those moves, but oh my, there's the bell, what a shame. Next class will be the last of our time together, so show up 100% ready to go. Good, thank you for confirming that. So 6 is the final tier, and then we have finals to take. which I may just knock out in a day just because of how short they are. Good morning. Good morning to you. Like history with yes. Yeah, let me in. No, let me out! Let me out of here! Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday, it is now part of history. Today, we will continue to unravel the marvels that history has presented us. I trust you all remember our lesson before the midterm exam concerning the Great Crater of Paldea and its interior, Area Zero. This mysterious crater captured the imaginations of many, including the former Paldean Emperor. 200 years ago, a group of explorers claimed to have finally reached its depths. The name of the team that achieved this great feat was the Area Zero Expedition. The team is said to have been made up of Paldea's best and brightest. Skilled battlers, brilliant researchers, and talented individuals of all kinds. Among the list of team members was the name of a man who was an author and brilliant natural historian. After returning from the expedition to Area Zero, he used his literary talent to record the events of the expedition and publish them. Perfect timing to make eye contact, young Luca. Let's see if you were paying attention. What was the name of the team that first made it to the deepest reaches of the Great Crater? Correct. To pick up on and remember a term I simply slipped into the flow of the lecture, you really are quite the clever one. The correct name for this team was the Area Zero Expedition. The record of their activities written by Expedition member Heath can be found in the bookstores and the like even today. This record is now known as the Scarlet Book. At the time, the entire region of Paldea was absolutely buzzing about Area Zero. The Scarlet Book was so popular that practically everyone had a copy. However, the book itself was full of fantastical descriptions and illustrations of things that could never be thought of as real. The masses began to call Heath a liar. Even the truth of the expedition making it to the bottom of the crater was called into question. The Scarlet Book was condemned to the shelves of used bookstores as just another book of wild paranormal stories. There's a copy of one on the bookshelves of the ground floor of the entrance hall. Feel free to have a read if you're interested. Oh, is it that time already? I must have gotten swept up in filling your minds with knowledge. That ends today's lesson. We will unravel more of history's enigmas together next time. I'm sure we will, so that is interesting though. I mean, it's funny, we plumbed the depths of Area Zero with no real issue. One more for today, though, with languages. Yes, Mr. Salvatore. Yes. Boppity boopy. Hey, get yourself a cannoli. Forget about it. I am terrible. Trust me, I do. Believe me, I do all kinds of terrible accents if the situation goes for it. I do not just go after one particular group. I go after everyone. My dear friends, how are y'all today? I hope you're doing marvelously well. Time for another of Salvatore's language lessons. Est vos prêts? Are you ready? I keep just humoring him. I would expect no less from my excellent friends. Even your replies to my questions are excellent. Ajahue, today we will once again be focusing on listening. Vas-y, go for it, my assistant. Pikachu. As you may remember from our last class, the same Pokemon's cries may sound different depending on what it wants to say. Ajahé, today, that is, we will be learning more about the language used by Pokemon. J'entendrai, if you'll be so kind, Pikachu. That sounds a bit bleak, doesn't it? Its voice seems a little lower pitched, too. What emotion do you suppose Pikachu was trying to convey just now? It would be... It's a little bleak. How about sadness? Ding, ding, ding. That's right, Luca. Fantastic. When Pikachu says... It's expressing sadness. Kinda makes you want to cry, doesn't it? That's right, I had my little Pikachu cry as if it was crying. Funny joke, right? Yeah, it's a funny joke. I feel like stab you with a soldering iron. don't you think you did a great job? Give Pikachu a round of applause. What am I, some kind of clown? You think I'm here to amuse you? Amuse you when I stab you in the face with a soldering knife? And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. If you hear one of your Pokemon making sad noises like this one, you should treat them with even more kindness than usual. Well, you probably already knew that though, a pizza cake for you all, I'm sure. Of course, this goes for your classmates and others as well. Friends should support each other in times of sadness. I truly hope that you can all have smiles on your faces all the time, my friends. Forget about it. Our pretend course next lesson that is will be our final lesson together. I hope you're ready for the climactic finale. Adios, matane. Well, that went on for about as long as you'd expect. Forget about it. I mean, you revealed that you said bleak, so yeah, I just have the other 3 to take, right? Yep, the usual. Where do you want to go? Home. I guess all the others are just... yeah, the others are just hanging out all about. No idea why, but I don't know. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to bring this one to a close. We are getting very much closer. We still have the back half of Section 5, all of Section 6, and then probably the finals, and that's it. So, we're getting there for sure. So in the meantime though, if you liked what you saw, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and of course, as always, thanks for watching.